What if I told you that the spare change you find in your couch could be the key to a seven-figure future? Sounds too good to be true, right? But what if investing just $5 a day, less than your fancy coffee habit, could actually put you on the path to becoming a millionaire? Before we dive in, please remember, the information provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Always conduct your own thorough research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any financial decisions. Welcome back to Clever Money Hacks, your go-to spot for smart strategies to manage your money, build wealth, and achieve your financial goals. All explained simply. In today's video, we're exploring a hugely popular and surprisingly powerful concept, the $5 a day investment challenge. We'll break down how it works, crunch some numbers to see if that millionaire dream is even possible with such small amounts, and I'll show you how anyone can get started on this journey even if you're a complete beginner. Plus, stick around and make sure you're subscribed, as we'll be exploring more concepts and strategies like this to help you build wealth from small beginnings in future videos. And if you're excited to explore these powerful financial concepts and strategies with us, make sure you subscribe to Clever Money Hacks right now and hit that notification bell. So, what exactly is the $5 a day investment challenge? It sounds incredibly simple, and honestly, it is. The core idea is to consistently set aside and invest just $5 every single day. That's it. Think about it. $5. For many, that's the cost of a morning latte, a snack you could easily skip, or an impulse buy at the checkout. This challenge is all about redirecting that small, almost unnoticeable amount of daily spending towards building your future wealth. It's not about having a huge lump sum to start with, nor does it require you to be a Wall Street wizard. It's about the power of small, consistent actions building up over time. It's about making investing an accessible daily habit rather than a daunting task. Now, you might be thinking, $5 a day? How can that possibly amount to anything significant? And that's where the real magic comes in. A concept Albert Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world: compound interest, coupled with unwavering consistency. Compound interest is simply interest earning interest. When you invest your $5, it hopefully earns a return. Then, the next day, your new $5 plus those previous earnings start working for you, and so on. Over weeks, months, and years, this snowball effect can turn small, regular contributions into a surprisingly large sum. Let's look at a hypothetical example. And remember, investment returns are never guaranteed and vary widely. But imagine you invest $5 a day, which is about $150 a month. If that money grew at an average annual rate of, say, 7%, after 10 years, you wouldn't just have the $18,000 you put in. Due to compounding, it could be significantly more. After 20 or 30 years, the difference between what you contributed and what your investment could grow to becomes truly staggering. The longer you stay consistent, the more powerful compounding becomes. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and consistency is your superpower here. All right, this is the million-dollar question, quite literally. Can investing just $5 a day actually make you a millionaire? It sounds like a dream, but let's look at the math and the realities. The short answer? Yes, it's mathematically possible, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes two crucial ingredients we've already talked about: a lot of time and a decent, consistent rate of return on your investments. If you invest $5 a day and achieve an average annual return of, say, 7%, which is a long-term historical average for something like the stock market, though past performance doesn't guarantee future results, it would take many decades. We're talking potentially 40 to 50 years, or even more, to reach that million-dollar mark just from that $5 a day alone. Now, what if you could get a higher average return, perhaps 8% or even 10% over the very long term, through smart investment choices? That timeline to a million could shorten significantly, maybe to around 35-40 years for 10%. The power of even a slightly higher return rate over many decades is immense due to compounding. It's also important to remember inflation. $1 million 40 years from now won't have the same buying power as $1 million today. So, while you might hit the nominal $1 million figure, its real value will be less. That's just a financial reality to keep in mind for long-term goals. And here's a pro tip from Clever Money Hacks. While starting with $5 a day is fantastic for building the habit, as your income grows over time, consider increasing your daily or monthly contributions. Even small increases can dramatically shorten your timeline to significant wealth. So, can $5 a day make you a millionaire? With decades of consistent investing and favorable market returns, the numbers show it's possible. It underscores the incredible power of starting early, being consistent, and letting compound interest work its magic for you over the long haul. It is less about the daily amount and more about the discipline and the time you give your money to grow. Feeling inspired to take on the 5-hour a day challenge yourself? Awesome. Getting started is simpler than you might think, even if you're a complete beginner. Here's a faceless friendly guide. First, where does that $5 come from? Take a look at your daily spending. Could you skip one store-bought coffee or snack, cancel a small subscription you rarely use, round up your purchases and save the change? It's about making small, conscious choices. Find what works for you. That $5 is often hiding in plain sight. And of course, effectively tracking your spending to find that extra $5 and managing your overall budget is much easier with the right tools. If you're looking for some powerful options to help you get a clear picture of your finances, I recently did a deep dive into the top 3 AI budgeting apps for 2025. I'll put a link to that review for you on screen and in the description below. It's definitely worth checking out. Next, you need a place to invest that $5. For beginners, look for user-friendly investment apps or platforms that offer low or no minimum investment amounts. Fractional shares. Easy-to-understand interface and educational resources. Many great commission-free brokerage apps are available today. Do a bit of research to find one that suits your needs and is available in your region. We're not endorsing any specific platform here, as the best one depends on your individual circumstances. Okay, so what do you actually invest your $5 in? Again, this isn't financial advice, just general ideas for beginners to research further. Broad market index funds or ETFs. These offer instant diversification and are a popular long-term choice. Dividend-paying stocks or ETFs. Some investments pay out dividends, which you can then reinvest to supercharge your compounding. The key for beginners is often to start simple, focus on diversification, and think long-term. Feeling ready to take on the challenge, or at least curious? If this guide on getting started has been helpful, please give this video a like. It really helps us reach more people. And now I want to hear from you. Comment below. What's the first small saving you could make to find your $5 a day? Let's share some ideas. So, the 5-a-day investment challenge isn't just an interesting theory. It's a powerful demonstration of how small, consistent efforts can build strong financial habits. It is a core, clever money hack because it shifts the focus from needing large sums of money to recognizing the incredible potential hidden in your everyday choices. Imagine embracing this mindset, consciously identifying that $5 each day, perhaps from a skipped coffee or a canceled unused subscription, and directing it with purpose towards your long-term financial goals. It's about making the act of saving and investing an accessible, almost automatic part of your life, rather than some daunting, out-of-reach task. We wholeheartedly encourage you to explore this powerful concept. Think about how you could adapt this principle of consistent, small investments to your own unique financial situation and aspirations. The real magic here lies in building that discipline, understanding the long game, and witnessing how tiny, regular steps can pave the way for significant results over time. This is where our community comes in. We'd love for you to share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. How could you creatively find an extra $5 a day? What long-term dreams would this consistent approach help you build towards? Let's inspire each other with possibilities. Before you jump in, it's super important to talk about the risks and some key considerations. While the $5 a day challenge is a fantastic way to build an investing habit, no investment is without risk. Market volatility. The value of your investments can go down as well as up. There will be good days and bad days in the market. No guaranteed returns. Any returns we discuss are hypothetical. No one can guarantee you'll make a specific amount of money. Investing is long-term. This challenge is about long-term growth. True wealth building often takes decades. Invest what you can afford. Only invest money that you can comfortably afford to set aside. Do your own research. This video and all content on clever money hacks is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own thorough research and consider speaking with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Being aware of these points will help you approach the challenge with the right mindset for long-term success. So, the 5-a-day investment challenge, a simple concept with potentially life-changing long-term results. We've covered how it works, its millionaire potential, how to get started, and the important risks to keep in mind. Plus, you now have a clear understanding of how this powerful strategy works. If you found this information valuable and you're ready to explore more ways to make your money work for you, please like this video. It truly supports the channel. And if you haven't already, now's the perfect time to subscribe and hit that notification bell for all our future updates and clever financial tips. Finally, let me know in the comments, are you considering the $5 a day challenge? What are your biggest questions or excitements about it? Thanks so much for joining us today on Clever Money Hacks. Remember, building wealth is a journey of smart, consistent steps, no matter how small they start. Make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications on, because we're always working on new content to bring you more clever money hacks and actionable financial tips and tricks right here on Clever Money Hacks. Until next time, keep saving, keep investing, and keep making those clever money moves. Bye for now.